Welcome back, and today we are going to do a full face elf. I've been using elf for, I want to say over 10 years. Is that right? I think so. Without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm gonna put my hair back, and we're going to start with foundation. This is the elf Flawless Finish Foundation, and for me it's in the color Sand. It's a medium to full coverage, so I'm just gonna swoop. I'm gonna mix mine with a little bit of the Radiance Enhancer because I think I want to do a glowy look. There's a little bit of shimmer in here, and this is Spotlight. I think there's more of a yellow. I can't talk today. There's more of a yellowy shade too. I'm gonna get this all mixed up. Get it all over my face, and then use the e.l.f. foundation. I think this is one of their new Flawless foundation brushes, and it is pretty dense and it's soft, and it blends foundation out like a dream. I really like this foundation. It has a very natural finish. It's not too dewy or too matte. I also have the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer, which I'm just gonna slap a little of that on. It's just a pink jelly cream formulation. For concealer, we have the HD Lifting Concealer. Mine is in Fair. I also like their brightening one, which is slightly yellow. And if you care, this background is going to change in a month because we are moving, and I'm excited. I'm going to miss this house. It's been a good house, but it's time. I'm just going to use the same foundation brush again to pounce that in on the under eye. And as you can see, Simon has joined us again. I think he's in almost every video. He didn't make it into BoxyCharm. I don't know where he was hiding out. This is another really good concealer. I think it's maybe $4. This was my almost everyday concealer for a long time, and I still go back to it. Oh, that foundation covered that Homer on my chin. I've been trying to get him to go away for a long time. I thought after 40 that I would be able to just not have these, but nope. They've got another little one on my nose. Doink! And to set the face before we move on to anything else, I have the Mineral Pearls. These are adorable. These could be a dupe for the Guerlain, what are they, the Meteorites? And to apply this, I am using a very old e.l.f. brush. I've had this one, I think, for, over 10 years. I got it in a set, and they had two, I think, complexion brushes, and they had a couple other eye brushes, and I love these brushes. I wish they would come back with these. I'm only gonna set the T-zone today. On to, let's do eyes first. I have the Everyday Smokey palette, which is super nice. I could take this traveling and have enough shadows to do a day look, a night look. It's one of those palettes that if you don't have a huge amount of disposable cash, that you can get a lot of looks. You've got dark sparkly, you've got a matte black, you've got a sparkly taupe, and neutral everyday shades down here. We're gonna start with the Flawless Concealer Brush. It's got a slightly angled tip, and I'm gonna take that second color right here for an all over color. And take an e.l.f. blending brush. These brushes are phenomenal. The white ones are $1 and the black ones are $3. I've had my white ones for years. Some of my white e.l.f. brushes you can't even read the writing on anymore because I've loved them so much. I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, highlight under the brows, and dab some in the corners. And then take this one is also the blending eye brush. This is one of the $1 essential shadow brushes, and I'm going to take this light matte brown, which is the fourth one up, and start in the center and wiggle. Wherever you put your brush down the first time after you load it up is where you're going to have the most color deposit. A little more. Let's take the next matte, darkest brown, and just put a little in the outer for a little more definition and just blend that out. I really just want to keep this a simple look, but these burgundy shades are just calling me. Should I? Hey, why not? I'm gonna take, this just says eyeshadow brush. It's a great shader brush, flat. And I'm just going to take the Mist and Set, which is a great dupe for MAC Prep and Prime, Matte Fix Plus. And I'm gonna go into this shimmery, reading very taupey on camera, but it's a pinky taupe. Just put that on the lid. And I find if I wet my brush, the shimmer comes out and the shadow will last all day long. I'm just going from about here over, trying not to disturb the outer edge. And their eye pencils are a great consistency. They're not too soft, they're not too hard. Have the hardest time doing my brows on camera. It's reading really warm in the camera, but it's not as warm as it's reading. I so need to go get my eyebrows done. Next is mascara. This was my e.l.f. eyelash curler for many years, and it broke during Tipsy Makeup with Rebecca. It was sad and funny. You should go watch that video to see how this died. So I went out, picked up a new one. These were $2. And they have a really good curve to them. They're not too straight and they're not overly curved. So they fit really nice into the eye socket. And if you're afraid of eyelash curlers, don't be. If you get too close to your eye and they start pinching, just release and pull it out just a little bit more. Eyelash curlers really make a difference. And I like to take mine at almost a 90-degree angle to my face. It gives them a little bit more of a curl. For mascara, we have the volumizing and defining mascara. This is a great everyday mascara, and I've built it up and worn it at night too. But I also like huge Rose Tyler from Doctor Who lashes, big spidery lashes. Oh! And if you get any bloops, just wait till they dry and either take your finger, make a brush, or Q-tip and blop them off. Just flick. And for face, the e.l.f. contour palette. I have the Too Faced palette, but I, as you can see, gravitate to this one much more using the e.l.f. blending brush. Look at that. It's really great just to get into that little hollow, blend it all out. I like to hit right here at my hairline so it balances out a contour. You don't need a huge contour. You don't have to go Kim K every day, but even a subtle contour will make a huge difference. I just get a little product on my brush. And for a little bit more warmth, I'm just gonna take my foundation brush, just right above that contour, put a little more warmth because I'm feeling pale. This will also diminish a 5 head. It'll create a smaller looking forehead if you think your forehead's a little big. Sometimes mine is. I'm also going to take a little bit of that grayer shade, the one that I've hit pan on. Put it right under my bottom lip. It fakes a poutier lip. I'm just going to blend everything out. This brush, if you use the end right here, also get it right here to do a soft contour on the nose. Put a little under here. Well, some days a lot. And for cheeks, I have one of their pressed mineral blushes in Wonderlust. It's a plummy shade and it has a very faint shimmer. I wouldn't even call it a shimmer, it's more like a sheen. And I'm going to take another complexion brush. I have a couple of these and like I said, I wish they would come back with them. And as you can see, this ish is pigmented. So you don't need a huge amount. Middle of the cheek up to the hairline. Woo! Went a little ham there. And for highlight, this is one of my favorite highlights. I have a couple of them, but this is my favorite budget highlight. As you can see, I have, this used to be a hump, and I have worked my way down on this one. This is the one that I take traveling so I don't break any of my fancy highlighters, because highlighters are usually pretty soft, but this one's baked, so it has some stamina. And my favorite highlighting brush is the e.l.f. blush brush. It's tapered. It's kind of a tulipy shaped brush. We're gonna go a little extra today. I'm feeling fancy. I take that on top of my cheekbones. Just an itty bitty on the tip of the nose. Little what's left on top of the eyebrows. I'm gonna go in again with a, I thought I had another brush here, but I don't. Carefully go in with the Studio Line blending brush and just hit the corner of the eyes. And for lips, I have a couple options here. But first, we're going to use the lip primer and plumper. I'm gonna go in with the plumper first. This one has minimum burn. It does smell a lot like cinnamon. And it's very smooth. The primer is kind of a ecru off-whitish yellow shade. I'm just gonna use a little because I'm gonna show you a couple different lips. We're gonna start with these new-ish. They are the Kiss Balm, and they are fantastic. This one's not gonna really show up. This is the one that I have in my bag for when I just want a hint of color. This next one, hold on. This next one is also one of the Kiss Balms, and it is very sweet. This is what I was wearing in my BoxyCharm video. I've been reaching for this more often than not lately. It's minty and it's moisturizing and it's easy to apply. You can do it without a mirror. This is going to be a summer staple, and if you want it a little bit more bold, I'm just gonna put this right on top of the balm. This is from their X Gloss line, and it is Michael. Good doe foot applicator. Camera shut off, but we have hit the face with mist and set. And take my hair down, and there you have it. It's just a very clean spring face. I hope you've liked this. If you have, please thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.